Disclaimer before the video starts, this whole time I was unaware that my mic was just not connected at all, so you guys are going to be hearing my audio from my camera.
What top 5 you smoking on, Kendrick? Cause my top 5 is Drake.
Recently, there's been a lot of controversy surrounding one of the OGs of the streaming community, DJ Akademiks. And initially, when I heard about this whole situation and this whole incident that had happened, I first thought it was something music related because that is what Ak is usually known for, but I was sadly mistaken. For those who are still oblivious to what I'm talking about, DJ Akademiks, one of the first up-and-coming streamers and really music critics back in the day, has found himself in a really tricky situation. And the situation I'm talking about was when he would find his way into a Discord call with a 15-year-old kid by the name of Noor. And if you're a viewer of Black Boy Max, you would already know who Noor is. But for those who still don't have a clue, Noor is a Palestinian refugee who found his way to Malaysia. And since Noor doesn't really speak the native dialect of the country, he doesn't really have that many friends that he can really talk to. So he mainly finds his social interaction on the internet, mainly Discord. But my question to DJ Akademiks is, why at your big age of 35 would you ever find yourself in a Discord call with a 15-year-old child? But it doesn't just stop there. In that same Discord call, DJ Akademiks was asking Noor very inappropriate questions that no 15-year-old should ever be asked.
If Max said he wanted to try fucking a dude, would you let him fuck you?
No.
Why not? Yo, you always wanted me to be next to you. Now I could be inside of you. Pause.
Nah, you suck a dick though.
And to that clip alone, all I gotta say is, wow. Like, is this the stuff we're really doing now in 2025? I am in shock that a 35-year-old man is so comfortable asking a 15-year-old kid all these types of questions. Like, is this really how we're starting off the year in 2025? Like, come on, bro. Like, I thought we left all these pred catches and all these guys doing these really inappropriate things to kids back in 2024. And I'm genuinely praying, like actually begging God that this year is not the year of the freaky frogs. Like, we had enough of that in 2024 alone. I honestly don't know how else I'm supposed to describe what you guys have just witnessed, but all I can really say is that it just gets to a point, bro. And honestly, this controversy is not helping the OVO slander that's been happening for the past couple months, because not only is the head honcho of the organization, Drake, catching a lot of backfire and a lot of these allegations and things thrown at him of him doing creepy things with little kids, but his main subordinate, his main supporter, DJ Akademiks, now has found himself in a situation where he's doing some weird things to some little kids. All I'm saying is that this is a monumental moment if you're a Kendrick fan right now. I can only imagine you guys just sitting back and relaxing while watching this whole OVO organization just burn down to the ground. But some people out there might come out and say, hey bro, you might be taking this a little bit too seriously, because if you look closely to the video, Noor was laughing and so was DJ Akademiks, so it was really not that big of a deal. And yes, I can see on one hand how you would think that, right? Like, they were all laughing, DJ Akademiks was laughing, Noor was laughing, so it's not that big of a situation. But on the other hand, you gotta really take it in. DJ Akademiks is a 35-year-old man speaking very seductively and very inappropriate to a 15-year-old boy on the game. Like, there's no way in heaven you could just let that slide. Like, for example, imagine if it was your son, your daughter, or your brother, for example, was on the game and there was just some random 35-year-old guy talking to him in a very seductive and weird way. I know for a fact you would feel uncomfortable about that. And Max himself has actually come out and spoke about this situation, pretty much just shedding light and just spreading awareness about everything and how serious it is.
It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. And I don't f with it. And Ak, I would appreciate it if you don't do that type of shit with my little bro. That's shit not cool. That's shit not cool. And kids, if you ever in like Discords where it's like niggas joking around with you, just make sure you separate yourself from those situations. You know what I'm saying?
But oh, brother, if I told you it stopped there, I would be lying.
So you tell me that there's not another 15-year-old that you could bust down?
If you could do one of them sex changes and you could become a girl,
No.
and get pregnant,
That's where he drew the line. He said no.
Would you let Max get you pregnant?
No.
If Max got a sister,
He already has a sister.
alright, if she threw you the box, would you smash?
No, because I'm 15.
Hey, what does that mean?
She's above 18.
What I mean?
Okay, what does that mean?
It will be grooming.
Like, I'm all for the laughs and giggles and having fun, but it's like, bro, you are a grown man, like old enough to even have your own own kids of yourselves and start a family, bro. There is no way you should be talking like this to a 15-year-old kid on the internet. Like, can we please leave the children alone in 2025? Like, let's just leave the dittiness out of there, bro. Like, let's just leave that in 2024. Like, imagine you're a kid, you know, you just finished school. Like, you're on your way back home, you get back to the crib, and you just want to bang out a gaming session, just quickly, you know, just to have fun with the friends, right? You get on Fortnite, you want to just have fun with the homies, right? You hop on the game, you enter VC, and then you have a 35-year-old guy talking to you in your ear, talking about, would you smash your brother's older sister? Like, bro, like, what are we talking about here? I'm just trying to play some Fortnite. Like, I'm just trying to have fun and play with the bros. And that's why I strongly advise parents to really watch what their kids do on the internet and who they're playing with, because it's all fun and games until they run into one of these freaky frogs. You know what I'm saying? The saddest thing about this whole situation is that Noor is still a kid. He's just trying to grow up. And for those of you who don't know his whole situation, Noor's mother passed away, which really took a toll on his mind. And not only that, his father is working overtime at his job trying to provide for his family, so he has no time to be home with Noor. So Noor has no father figure, he has no mother, and he has no one really to talk to. And on top of that, he lives in a completely different country where he doesn't know the native tongue at all. So he basically can't socialize with anybody. So his only way of social interaction is going online and being on Discord. And it's so unfortunate that this little kid has to run into people like this on the internet, because who knows, this whole interaction could really mess with him mentally. And some people may still be like, oh, when I was 15, we were talking all type of ways. We were talking crazy on COD lobbies and this and this and that. But either way, it still doesn't take away from the fact that this is a 15-year-old kid who knows nothing about the real life and the real world. When digging into this whole scenario, there was really a Bible verse that really was just stuck in my mind that I just had to just put on this video. And it was pretty much, whatever a man thinketh, so he is. And I'm not gonna go too in depth into explaining what it is, but for a basic summary, it basically means a person's thoughts significantly shape their reality. So to me, it just doesn't make any sense to be talking these ways to a little kid, especially a little kid who has no parental figure, so he's easily influenced. Because this simple conversation could really influence his mind, where he's gonna start thinking weirdly, speaking weirdly, and acting weirdly in a way that he would just normally never do.
How did they all get into one call in the first place? Like, how did this even happen?
So this is Ray's Discord. By the way, Ray is Tory Lanez's manager. So he invited me to the Discord. They were playing Fortnite. I asked if I could join. They said, okay. I told them I'm live. They said, okay, that's fine.
They knew you were live and was still talking like that?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So imagine what happens when nobody's live.
Exactly.
Then he sent, I was deafened for most of the call. Didn't know they went that far.
Nah, don't even try that.
He was, my bad for inviting you to the Discord. Don't want you feeling no way. You a cool kid and I know we all be trolling, but the I heard in those clips when I was deafened wasn't cool. He was speaking in basically every clip.
Yeah, like, what are you oh, nah.
And then he privated his Instagram afterwards.
That's how you know you're guilty and weird.
Doing this to a child and then telling him to delete the evidence is not really helping your allegations and helping your claims any much more. It's probably making the case 10 times worse for you, because if you're saying all these freak nasty stuff to kids on stream, just imagine what he's saying to kids when he is off stream. But after this incident, Ak has tried to come out and give an apology about the whole situation, but it really wasn't an apology at all.
Yo, Ak sound crazy in this clip, and you could stand on that. If you call me and I was just like, nah, that's how I talk to little kids, you could be like, man, this thing Ak is weird. Here's the thing though, because right now you're in the process of blowing up, right? When you say one thing, everybody just runs with it. So like, you know what, everybody came to me, they were like, yo, yeah, you called in when Max was with Central C, but Max called you a weirdo.
Now look, once again, you just said a lot of shit and I understand. Can you just take accountability and apologize to Noor? That's all. I get he was in the court, but please, then we could call it off and it's good, it's whatever. And I apologize for not calling or texting you when that shit happened.
Yeah.
That's all I want, though, bro.
Yeah. That conversation that people saw in that clip is not supposed to be a normal conversation between anybody who is of age and somebody underage. Obviously, I said what the reason was. I was on some big bro, little bro shit.
It still blows my mind that we gotta deal with these freaky frogs in the Big 25. But as of recording this video, Twitch has actually come out and banned Ak on the website. And he himself has actually privated his Instagram, which I think are good things that needed to take place so it can actually stop him from talking to kids more and more and more. But it's like, how much longer until this whole situation blows over and he just starts up again? You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, I would love to hear your guys' opinions on the whole situation in the comment section down below. But I'm out. Follow my socials here on the screen. YouTube also says if you like this video, you'll like another one of mine that are going to be here on the screen. But it's been your boy E-Man Exclusive, and I'm signing out. Stay healthy, stay blessed. All glory to God Almighty, and I'm out. Peace.